One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams this Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Wisconsin Badgers and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Notre Dame coming off a 10-win season, but there was a sour taste in their mouth after they were left out of the college football playoff. Marcus Freeman has so many great recruits, loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Badgers offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
Hey, man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. This defense, they are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly who they are. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop the run. Like, they make things really hard for quarterbacks, Jesse. And this quarterback on the other side, he's pretty dang good. So I'm excited to see this matchup.
He's really good. He just has to be keyed in on timing. The ball has to come out on time. You can't stare things down against this defense because they're going to make you pay, and they try to make you see ghosts. I think one of the really good things about this defense is that they do a nice job disguising their coverages and changing the picture pre-snap to post-snap. So we know this quarterback physically, obviously, one of the most talented in the country, but mentally today, he has got to be sharp.
They'll keep it on the ground. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That's a good-looking run there, and if you're going to be RB1 for Wisconsin, you're going to be pretty talented, because you think of the guys they've had in this backfield in recent years, the Heisman...
Could be an alley. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Caught in the backfield, it's Rigby. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Handoff from the gun. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the Badgers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll ride the hot hand. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. He's got 42 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that the season opener. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he steps out of bounds after a nifty run and picking up a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
The give to the fullback. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Wisconsin! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
So Notre Dame's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
On the move, he fires. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires quickly. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. A run for the quarterback. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Nothing but green grass down the middle.
And man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. First and goal from the 10. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Complete. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Badgers! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Barres. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. Here's Carr to throw. They'll run the screen. He's past the 30. Still running at the 40. Turning on the Jets. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I'll tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off by going up top. 81 yards on the touchdown pass. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. The early scripts have work trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Joseph on the play action. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Den of the crowd, here's Joseph. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Throwing, Carr, snagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's going to be fun to watch this receiving group, I think, for Notre Dame this season. I think one of the things Marcus Freeman's done a really good job of in recent years is go to the portal and bring difference makers at the receiver spot. It was Malachi Fields coming over for Virginia, the big, tall body making big plays downfield last year for the Irish. And this has always been a position, David, that we thought was always a little bit behind some of the elite competition in college football, but it feels like that's starting to change now.
And Greathouse and Faison both back, so obviously some experience there, but then bringing in some ultra-talented, highly recruited receivers from Ohio State. Those guys usually pan out pretty well. To have that speed element, and a couple of guys that maybe click now with this C.J. Carr offense, and the passing attack, which went from a liability a couple years ago to a strength.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Joseph. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Another. Completion on 3rd down. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Fires to the big fella. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Carr. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Mobley. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and 6 yards to go. To throw, it's Carr. Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the 1st. He has 60 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. Sort of getting in touch with their inner James White, Melvin Gordon, or Jonathan Taylor to pick up another 1st down.
I mean, it's just crazy the list of guys they've had play here with the Wisconsin tradition, and it continues, right? Everybody who's here, you're going to be featured. You're going to get touches. So, hey, recruits, you want to carry the football a lot? Come to Wisconsin.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the 1st quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Throwing Joseph. Rushes on him. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They send the tight end in motion. The run inside. It's Williams. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Play action, C.J. Carr. Throws for the tight end. And wings it incomplete. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Gets rid of it. He's got him. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Secures it at the 30, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Joseph. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Joseph. A strike downfield. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Come on, defense, what are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive, get in the backfield right away, and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Offensive line needs to clean it up. Sack on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd down. A little release to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Here's Carr to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Corner's going to give them room. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. The Irish send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Not a lot of room to field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. He's now up to 64 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Throwing Joseph. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They go play action with Joseph. Quarterback adapting. He'll pull it down and run. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
There are quarterbacks that drop back and stay in the pocket, and you play action, you keep him in the pocket the whole time. Not this guy. I'm going to use his athletic ability. He does a great job bootlegging to the right. Now I got...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Badgers will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Throwing, Carr. Punts it out of the air. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Could not make his way to the corner. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Williams. Only able to pick up a yard, it'll be 3rd and 9. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Carr. Under fire, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse, the ball's loose.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And here comes the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Now on first down from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. At the 40, there he goes. He's piled up 76 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Joseph. He'll pull it down. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And you can tell that young man is comfortable in the pocket, feeling good. Last play, nice job setting his feet, making a good throw, getting a completion. Now, didn't like what he sees? What does he have? He has the ability to take off his scramble and make some yards, so this QB is really feeling comfortable.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, third downs, get him the football. Shoot, first downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
So now it's second and long. Gets the back moving. Throwing Joseph. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Joseph on the play action. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Joseph. He's going to run it. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football, I tackle him on the ground, and I force the 4th down.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. The Badgers line it up with a 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, or maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knock him down for a loss. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. The run inside. It's Williams. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. These corners backing off a bit. Carr. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with a look at Marshall, taking on the number 17 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Herd, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is. Now back to your game in South Bend. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard.
He'll put toe together and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Guys, I did catch up with the Wisconsin head coach. Guys, we may have an upset brewing. As you know, this team came in here not highly ranked and highly regarded, but that doesn't matter. The players on the field have had something to say, and they are really taking this game to the home team. We'll see if there's an upset continuing here in the second half. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's on target and complete. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to...
Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half, they were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get in an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Lions is way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Finding some room. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Right back to the well. Turning it on. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Touchdown, Badgers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the second half, you drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Makes a catch. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Play fake, Carr. Finds his big tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on third down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. All the way back to the 15. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Wisconsin sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Got it. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the deep.
Snags it, and there's running room. And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed.
There's some room. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And the beatdown has ensued.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 63 yards to the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Carr to throw. He makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's Carr. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Wisconsin sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today, over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. With a big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Throwing Joseph. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
You know, a big part of a quarterback's accuracy is his ability to step into throws. To be accurate, you've got to be able to be on balance, stepping in and following through. Because of that pass rush, that QB had no shot.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Play action, Carr. Pulls it in. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Running inside, it's Williams. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Might as well give it to him again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Throwing, Carr, fires on the move. Got his man to the left. He's loose. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. From the red zone, it's Williams. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. At the 35, he's got room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They go play action with Joseph. Flips it out to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And they cannot afford to lose this guy. Such an important part of their running attack. We'll have Holly check on his status. The Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes a grab and room to run. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Jackson. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
and they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it out. It's Young. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Carr. It's complete on the right side. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. To the air, it's Carr. Got it. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Notre Dame right back to the line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long, under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
C.J. Carr firing again. This time he's got it.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey guys, down here on the Wisconsin sideline, this has been a terrific start for this transfer running back. As you know, they brought him in here for a reason, and he has lived up to those preseason expectations and all of his hype. I've seen him talking with his teammates on the sideline, being a good leader, and every time he's touched the ball, he's made something positive happen. Late in the game, he wants to just finish this, but finish it in the end zone and really seal his victory. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Badgers decide to punt it away. The Badgers now use their 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And the Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Defense not showing press coverage. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Makes the grab. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Dropping back, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go in, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.